recorded. Be recorded.
We got the baby in here. We got somebody. Sounds like a little baby.
That chipmunk voice.
Could have been Theodore, for all we know. Crazy. Crazy. Well, you lost your TNA title yesterday to Moose.
And then Dolph/Nick Nemeth dropped a moose.
He sure did.
I didn't say dropped a deuce. He dropped a moose.
He sure did. Dropped the Moose. Saw that pay-per-view last night, actually, in the Discord. We also saw
You didn't Discord that
Discord.
pay-per-view?
Well, I didn't. Other folks did. It was Dr. Brian Wright who did.
Are you sure it wasn't his evil cousin Ryan Wrong?
Well, he said it sounded like Dr. Brian Wright, but it could have been Ryan
You
Wrong.
might be right.
Or
and
wrong.
I might be wrong.
That could be it.
But I'm definitely not Ryan Wrong.
Oh. Speaking of wrong, Jack Perry came back on
New Japan.
Yes. New Japan
Shota
Strong.
Umino, I think, is who he attacked.
Yeah. Then he ripped up that AEW contract. Scapegoat.
Perry.
That's right. Scapegoat Perry.
A platypus?
We have a platypus around here too?
A scapegoat platypus?
I think it's a prairie dog.
A prairie platypus?
Close enough.
All right, I have to get back to this reboot.
Reboot. Lots of reboots. I think Jim Vicious counted his chickens before they were hatched. Because at the end of Old Guy Metalcast, he says, "We'll be back next week with the Cleveland Browns victory." Yeah.
Rubber ragging.
Oh my gosh. Texas ran all over them.
Well, they had Thunder Mira rooting for them.
Yes, that too. And maybe Eva Longoria. She's from Houston, Texas. Jennifer Garner's from Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas. Who else is there? Oh, the late, great Papa Dave was living in Houston, Texas. And a Houston Oilers fan.
So there you go.
And Boxman's in Houston, but he doesn't care for football. Yeah, that's better. Now let's take the microphone out and just hold it. Like I'm cutting the promo.
But are they all looking for a good time?
Well, we know your cats are, except one exception, Midnight. He's not looking for a good time. He's looking for Willow.
Who is elsewhere?
Oh, wow. So what's Midnight going to do now?
Be a sulky musician.
Is he hiding somewhere?
I wouldn't say hiding as much as like probably laying down on Willow's bed.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. Is Bink still there?
Binks is out and the Muse still in here.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Well, she's taking a mad nap, so.
But still, she's still there. No Panthro.
He was in here, and then he knocked the ball into the other room, and I can hear him in like a far room still batting at it.
Well, he's thinking, Mew, you got this. I got balls to play with. No pun intended. But yeah, Panthro showing that ball nothing but a good time. Like poison.
And the first pick of the week.
Very first pick of the week. I'm not sure, but the reason I picked this because I think it was in one of the many movie trailers of Airheads. They were playing that song near the end when Adam Sandler said swimming pool, and that song just happened to pop up. Looking for nothing but a good time. Like, oh, okay. It was one of those musical or movie trailers of Airheads. Imagine that.
I remember Chris Farley as a cop
Yes.
zapping somebody.
Chris Farley as a cop. That's funny. But
Like
yeah.
he was security and was supposed to be stopping the crowd. I think there is another moment where he gets flattened by the crowd.
Yeah, he gets flattened by the crowd. Speaking of that, wasn't Chris Farley also kind of security in Wayne's World?
Man, it's been so long since I've watched one of the Wayne's Worlds that I can't tell you.
I thought he did. I might be wrong. Haven't seen that in a while either. But he was dressed like a cop in Black Sheep. I remember that. But yeah, I like this video. The guy is working in the kitchen and the New York boss was getting on him. Turns on the radio and lets his imagination run wild about poison, having a good time.
Yeah, that's about the only thing I remember about that video is where after the boss comes in and yells at him kicking that door open and it's a
Yep.
Poison concert.
Yeah. Brett Michaels. Back when all
And
the
then
ladies.
at the end of that video where he's just got this
Oh.
like high on look on his face
Yeah.
and the confetti's coming down and the manager's like, what the fuck ever.
Yeah,
He's
whatever.
not even there.
Yeah, he just walks away like, forget it, I'm done. Yep, all the girls like Brett Michaels.
I
But
know
it's a.
that's Heavy Metal Joe's wife's favorite.
Oh, really? That song?
Oh, I don't know necessarily that song, but Brett Michaels.
Oh, Brett Michaels. Yeah, they also brought up Poison and Hot Tub Time Machine back when they traveled back.
Going back in time.
That's what they did. Poison's on tonight. I remember that scene. He's a great white buffalo, man. Yeah, great white buffalo, great white buffalo. Like, will you stop that? Great white buffalo. With John Cusack and Craig Robinson.
Yeah, I saw that first one. I guess there was a sequel or.
Yeah, it was a sequel. I love the first one.
Yeah, because it was like a new idea, but it just. I thought it could have been a standalone.
Yeah. We like it because those characters are us. That's why we like it. Great movie, though. And great video.
And I believe up next is the DLR band.
Yeah. And when I heard this video and the song, I wanted to sing "Hot for Teacher" because it sounds similar to that by Van Halen.
Well, he is the original singer of Van Halen, so
Yeah.
that's why I liked it, is because it reminded me of earlier Van Halen.
Yes, that's true. I do like Girl Gone Bad, but that's another song by Van Halen. But we're talking about David Lee Roth.
The DLR band.
Yeah. Which was funny about him? Either you liked the guy or you didn't like the guy.
Yeah, at the time though, this is when he always had really good guitarists. Like when he went solo, his first solo albums had Steve Vai on it.
Oh man.
But in this DLR band, his guitarist was Johnny Five out of Michigan.
There you go.
This is before he was in Marilyn Manson or Rob Zombie or Motley Crue.
Oh. Johnny Five. Straight out of Michigan.
I actually went and saw them open up on this like reunion tour for the classic rock band Bad Company.
Oh, speaking of classic, Bad Company.
Yes, that Bad Company.
Yes.
And DLR band opened up for them, and they sounded way better than the headliners. And I don't know if it was just the sound guy. Like, it wasn't like something was just sounding off, like between the two, because when you could hear them, it was like, oh, because they weren't sounding bad. It was just like something happened in the quality of the sound or the PA or something, but it really made it sound good for the DLR band. And he was doing a lot of Van Halen tracks as well.
Oh man. I hope that didn't include Jump.
I don't know. I don't remember if they did that. That was quite some time ago.
Oh my gosh.
But we're gonna date ourselves again.
Yep, we sure are.
Because I had the cassette single for this track, Slam Dunk. I believe it's still out in my garage with some of my cassettes.
I can see that. Aaron scoring a slam dunk.
Slam dunk!
Slam dunk. David Lee Roth, people. David Lee Roth.
Oh, bibbidi boppity bibbidi boppity bibbidi boppity boop.
There you go. Sounds like you're playing drums now. That's G Wiz's job.
Or Midnights.
Yeah, or Midnights. If he ever shows up.
Oh, he'll show up once Willow returns.
Oh, yeah. And he'll give us that look. Which is funny. Because Binks doesn't do that. He just looks at you. But Midnight, you got that F around, find not look.
And then we're going to our next pick.
Oh, yeah.
Which I was really curious because I was like, This is one of the most overplayed Nirvana songs. But the first song you probably think of when you hear Nirvana.
Yep. If I have to be fair to Guns N' Roses, I got to be fair to Nirvana. Smells Like Teen Spirit. I remember back in 1992, even people who weren't big on metal knew what this song was. Out of nowhere, first you got that little guitar solo, and then it just goes off. I'm like, holy cow, what is this? Load up on guns.
Bring your friends fun. Tell pretend house with all these marble. Oh, that's Weird Al.
Yeah, that's Weird Al. Yeah. I thought about using that one too, but I was thinking Nirvana.
Smells Like Nirvana. You said Smells Like Teen Spirit. My bad.
I thought about using that one too, to be honest with you. But the Weird Al was funny as hell. Same janitor too, from Smells Like Teen Spirit. But
yeah, I guess that like Kurt got an actual kick out of that.
Yeah, he did. He did. He said he thought it was really, really funny. And I can't gargle with all these marbles in my mouth.
Don't care, don't care, don't care. Don't.
And the ending where he almost runs out of breath.
Doesn't he pass out?
Yeah, he did pass out. He coughed and then he fell to the ground. Or when he's singing and he cuts the bangs off his hair. Oh man. Yeah, but Smells Like Teen Spirit, you might say that was the forefront of grunge at the time, or it brought grunge into pop culture. Became monumental, that song. But yeah, it's one of those songs that sometimes you haven't heard in a while. You play it like, oh, I remember where I was when I heard this song. I was in high school.
Where are you going? Oh, that drum beat. That's Cat Band.
Mm-hmm. It was the funniest thing because after that song dropped, the majority of people started wearing flannel shirts. I remember that. At my school, anyway.
Yeah, that was probably something that happened all over the place at that time.
Did Aaron wear a flannel shirt?
I had quite a few. There was one that I was sad that finally saw its end recently, but it's one I had for a really long time.
Yes, that's sad. What color was it?
It was if you before it got all sorts of mojo hair on it, it was like a dark blue, like my robe.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, had the checkered patterns.
Yep. That sounds like flannel, all right.
But it had a soft in layer with, like it was really thick.
Oh, yeah. Just right for the fall weather, pretty much.
Yeah, and in winter I'd be like wearing a t-shirt, have that on, that flannel, and then a coat.
For a minute there, I thought you said it. I also wore high top Chuck Taylor shoes.
I did have a pair of those. Those might be somewhere in here because my mom at like Marshall's,
Oh, there you go.
I think it was,
We got Marshalls here
got
too.
me a pair of Chucks, but they were different because of they looked like they were knitted. And the circle was actually not made just like that rubber seal.
Oh.
Like it was more of a patch.
Oh. So they could have been knockoffs then.
Yeah, with the exact same logo, they would have got sued. But then again, maybe that's why they were at
Marshalls. Hey, I like Marshalls. You can find some good
I
shoes
love
there.
that. And the place that I missed because of that's where we'd usually get our coats at.
Yep.
When we were kids was Burlington.
Yep, we got that here too.
You're lucky because of I don't know of one that's very close by.
Yeah.
All the ones that we had out here ended up disappearing with like the real malls. Like now we only have like one in this area.
Yeah.
We used to have like two decent malls.
The two decent malls. Now our malls are pretty much a ghost town at this point. A good memory, like Nirvana was a good memory. At least to me, anyway.
Oh, of course, I was going to say something like, oh, another 90s track.
Yes. Another 90s track.
I think this was like later in the 90s, like probably around 97. But it's The Perfect Drug by 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah. When I saw this video, it looked like Underworld mixed with the Adams family.
You know what's funny about this? But I didn't think it was funny at the time. I got I'm moving up people technology wise at this point in time.
Yep.
I got the CD single EP.
Oh, there you go.
But the funny thing about this track was that you get that single, but it's just 5 remixes and it doesn't have the original on it. And so now I'm going to be going backtrack because of I do have it, but guess on what?
Let's see.
Cassette.
Oh.
On the Lost Highway soundtrack.
Oh. I got 5 remixes of this song. So I guess it's not really the perfect drug after all. Because you can't find the perfect song.
Yeah. That's like one group that reminds me of that high school time.
Yeah. 9 Inch Nails.
It's 9 Inch Nails and really invoking that 90s essence.
Yeah. Trent Reznor. Like you trying to be a lurch, Trent? Or a vampire? You trying to be Steven Dorff from Blade? That's what it looked like.
Well, I always liked that, like especially I guess then being a teenager or whatnot.
Right.
The cool, creepy video.
Oh, we all love those.
You had that with 9 Inch Nails and Tool's crazy videos.
Lots of those crazy videos. I like those claymation videos they had back then too. Yeah, music videos. I can't remember what band used it.
I remember it from that, what I was just saying, the Tool's first video with that Sober.
Yeah, that's it. Sober. Forgot all about Sober. Tool.
And I
Sober.
like the transition in this song. Like, it just starts out like really fast and then gets to this instrumental part
Mm-hmm.
where there's like no vocals and they got that really cool strobe lighting while flashing the creepy cool scenes in the video. And then goes from that to the ending of the song where
Yeah.
it's got that creepy, slightly out of tune piano and the drums.
Mm. And the picture of the little girl.
And the vocals are just chanting, "Without you, everything falls apart."
Yep. And for Trent, it did in that video. That is. It fell apart. But yeah, you're right. This was a this video was a spectacle.
And it's
Nine.
cool because of I liked how it almost transitioned, and you can say really like three different feels of the song.
Right. Kind of like three different videos. But we're gonna combine them all to make this perfect drug.
But we're not talking about no roller coaster of love.
No, not at all.
We're talking more about the violent and funky.
Mm-hmm. And we agreed that Mojo was the funky one.
Ah, I'll go with that.
Yeah. I guess Aaron's the violent one.
I don't choose violence.
No, I don't choose violence. I don't choose it.
Except for when they're making me have Willoughby write the lyrics that he doesn't want to write. But they told him he could write anything.
Or when ST blew up your studio that one time.
Now, I say that anybody would want to do the same thing in the
That's
same shoes.
yeah, that's true. But I don't like clowns. I do like how they're naming off people. And then it comes to the
Infectious,
gal.
infectious grooves,
Yeah.
violent and funky.
Yeah. They have
And
all
in
these.
this video, we meet the Groove family.
Mm-hmm.
Groove family psycho with, of course, We Call Your Mama and Your Pa and Little Junior. But this is the one that we were all waiting for. Cousin Randy,
Cousin Randy. And the
the
gal.
girl.
The girl. That was funny. The girl. She just had a plain name. Yeah, you're the girl. No, we're not doing that.
This is one where it makes the like being a bass player cool. Robert Trujillo, like they had two different parts and points in this song
Yeah.
where he gets a little bass break.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And like you said, probably not a good video if you're afraid of clowns.
Not at all.
But I feel like I must have been like in creating that 90s mood because of I remembered seeing these. It was either at my cousin Lee or perhaps my cousin Niles, and he had one of their CDs, and that artwork of those characters just had me hooked. And then when they actually played it,
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah, this works. Actual clowns.
Because if I think that it's the singer from Suicidal Tendencies,
Oh,
but it's like more of a Infectious Groove is more of a funk metal,
I like the funk
as
metal.
that's what they used to call it.
Oh yeah, funk metal. It's also infectious. Will have you grooving. I like the fact that the girl's bald. I don't know why. I think that's kind of attractive there. A bald-headed girl.
Which makes me think of a movie where Ice-T was a giant rabbit, Tank Girl.
Oh yeah, which was the inspiration for Shotzi Blackheart's character. Tank Girl. I haven't heard that in years. Ice T showing why he's the original gangster. As a rabbit. But violent and
Yeah,
funky.
another movie that
What, Tank Girl?
let's see. I'm gonna
Nope.
Wayne's World movies and Tank Girl.
Tank Girl. Oh wait, I forgot. Another reason I picked Nirvana because wrestling related. Back in '97, DDP had his version of this song as his theme song. Smells like Teen Spirit.
Oh
That's not.
yeah, I remember that as well because of a lot of WC characters. Their music was just like popular songs of the day
It was.
transposed into lower octaves or slightly different keys, but playing the same
Yes.
pattern.
Yeah. Chris Jericho had
Because
his
I think that Ravens was something like Pearl Jam's Even Flow, but
Yeah.
played differently,
Mm-hmm.
like in a
So
different key.
so was Chris Jericho's. Had a version of Even Flow himself.
Then maybe Ravens was a different one,
Yeah.
but I know that one of those guys two was off like that.
Yep.
Well, actually, we just listed three, so I guess it would be more than one or two.
Yeah. So we had the gal and we had Tank Girl, all in one session with clowns.
Another track that I like by them, of course, and I don't know what show it was, probably on Mo Dirks, but I know we've played it. Not on IZ Metal.
Yeah. Nope, we're still going.
These freaks are here to party. These freaks are here to party.
I'm not partying.
But it's a party emergency.
Party? Cheerio, a party.
Oh, it's open now, Wacko.
Oh. All right.
Fabu.
Wacko. Excuse me. When he did that burping solo.
Uh-oh.
What's
He
that?
just was having a potty emergency.
Potty, potty, potty.
And then the last thing we hear him say is, uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's never good when you're heading towards the bathroom.
No, not at all. Wacko. We're talking about Wacko. I think YouTube went wacko because they decided to end it with Whitesnake. Was just kind of shocking a little bit.
I was like, looking at all the other tracks and everything, and I was going, well, you would either want to put it at the front or the end, I think, just because of it's got such a slower tempo than all the other tracks.
Yeah, but in the middle of the song, it does have a good guitar solo. And I also picked this because
Yeah, and it's a epic video, like everybody. Oh, there was a song that made specific lyrics of. They were talking about 1985.
yeah.
Even though this video was evidently in 87.
And Tony Katane. That's one of the reasons why I picked this song because I was watching an old cartoon, Eat the Cat, and she played the voice of Annabelle. Yes, people, she did. Tony Katane was Annabelle.
Oh, eek.
Exact. Oh, eek. And this is one of those songs where, in public, guys admit they hated the song, but behind closed doors, they listen to it as a guilty pleasure. Like Carol and Kumar Go to White Castle, they were singing along to this song too.
Here we go again on our own.
Mm-hmm.
Going down the only road I know.
Yep. And that road led to marriage. To Tony Katane for a little bit.
He's made up his mind. He says we're 4 minutes over time, but here we go again.
On our own.
Here we go again.
I thought Tony Katane was strong. She just pulled him from the front seat to the back seat. I said, damn, must be a strong woman.
But probably back then, David Coverdale was probably only a $1.25.
Yeah, that could be it too.
All those like super skinny rock stars.
Yips. Cinderella, Poison. Who else was a hair metal band? Cinderella, Poison, Queensryche, I think.
Jet City Woman.
Would Warren be a hair metal band?
The album was done. It was
Yeah.
called Uncle Tom's Cabin. And then all of a sudden, I'm the cherry pie guy.
Sweet cherry pie. No, that's not one of my picks either.
Yeah, you can definitely go with something better off that album.
Maybe we might go with Weird Al. Smells like Nirvana.
Oh, one of the. I already went with Living in the Fridge.
Yeah, that's true. You're living in the fridge.
Something's wrong in the fridge today. I don't know what it is.
And the food was breathing too. Back when Weird Al had his own show, that was funny.
There's another one I'll have to add to the list.
What, living in the fridge? I mean, what was it? Oh yeah, Smells Like Nirvana.
UHF.
Oh yes, that's a great one. We
like
got
the. So I've got a list of movies I'm gonna see if they're on any of the streaming. But Wayne's World.
Oh yeah.
Should I watch one or two?
One.
What was it that you were?
It was one.
Yeah, we're looking for Farley.
Yeah, I think Farley was the first one. Actually, so was Ed O'Neill. He was the chef in the bar.
Yes, he's definitely was in it because he was the one that brought him their food.
Yeah.
Same guy at the restaurant.
And he will talk about war stories.
Die, Mr. Donut Man.
You're living in the fridge.
Something's wrong with the chipmunks today. I don't know what it is.
It's too much speed. That's what it is. Lots of speed.
Must be.
Now that, no doubt, was Elvin.
Yep.
That sounded dead on. I know Elvin's voice. That was Elvin. Earlier in the show, that might have been Theodore?
I think that was Theodore. So we have
Alvin going, okay.
Yeah, because Dave Chappelle. David Seville kept yelling at him.
He wants a plane that loops a loop. He wants a hula hoop.
Yep, he wants a hula hoop. That's what he wants.
A plane that loops a loop.
I want a hula hoop.
Yes, not a plane that loops to loop.
Right. So I already got 2 picked for next week. I got to find a third one.
Oh, I got to look at that just now to see if... Let's see. Yep. Mo Dirk has got their stuff already done again. Wait a second. Oh, no, that's the... Oh, we haven't done anything for our next one. Touche, Mojo. Touche.
Oh, yeah. I sent that video that you liked. What, My Metal Family? That was a funny cartoon.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah. With all that hair, I thought that was you at first. Is that Aaron? That's a cartoon?
Hair was never that poofy.
And his wife on the motorcycle kept blowing him off, but he kept pursuing. Kind of like a metal version of How I Met Your Mother, I guess.
And then she fell in love once she found out that he was that diehard to give her back her keys.
Mm-hmm. I guess we'll get married. And that's how I met your mom, showing this kids. And tonight's a big night for all you Detroit and Michigan fans. Detroit Lions hosting the Rams.
I don't know if I can even...
What, watch it?
Watch it.
Well, you should. You have NBC.
Yeah, I have all the normal stations. I saw something this morning that with Charles Barkley thinking it's ridiculous about having it only on channels that you actually have to pay for.
Yeah, that is dumb.
Like, okay, on basic cable or something, but I think that I was able to get that game. I chose to watch it on Peacock because I had Peacock, but I started watching it on the Xfinity stream, like the basic channels, because it was on regular channel 4. But I wanted Brandon to be able to watch it, and I was like, oh, it's on Peacock as well, so.
But don't worry.
But I've had that happen to me because I don't have ESPN, and it was a game or something that was only on ESPN, not ESPN and ABC.
Yeah,
because if it was, I would have been able to watch it on ABC.
Yep. Yeah, you couldn't watch the Michigan Wolverines win their championship last Monday.
But yet you can watch like basically the what is that called? Like the red zone type deal.
Yeah.
Because of soon as somebody scores like 5 minutes later tops, you've got this highlight reel of the scoring drive.
Yes, you do. That's also with Game Day, NFL Game Day Live. But yeah, it says it's on NBC tonight. The Lions and the Rams.
So who is it's got to be the other game today.
The other game is Luke Birch's Packers.
Oh, that's right. Packers and Cowboys.
Papa Dirk will have to wait till Monday since it got postponed, the Steelers and the Bills.
The Bills.
The Bills. The Buffalo Bills.
Mojo's favorite stadium.
Highmarks.
The Highmark Stadium.
Yep. At 4:30 tomorrow. Which is good because I'm off Martin Luther King Day, so I can watch it.
I can imagine, like, there's going to be some fans that are like, oh, what the?
Yep. At 4:30?
Because of they have to go to work tomorrow.
Yep. And don't blame us. Blame Mother Nature.
There's a new Mother Nature taking over. Shimmy bop. Scooby doo bop. Scooby doo.
Well, you got Scatman Carruthers.
Yeah. Rough. Knock it off.
But I do like that one song Mojo sang yesterday.
What song was Mojo singing?
That's the one I forgot. I think it was a Christmas version.
Oh, he was singing.
Let It Snow.
Was it?
I think.
I thought he was singing that My Way song.
Oh, that's right. It was My Way. My Way. Like I said, we need G Wiz to make a beat
Sinatra,
for that.
Elvis, and now Mojo.
That's why we have to get G Wiz to make a beat for it. Well, that was a fun show.
Yeah, it zoomed on.
Yeah. They both zoomed on.
I think it's because of the heaters on that I never heard the thing go off.
Oh. Now the AC's on. Thanks a lot, Dirk. That's what
Now the
Mojo
heater
says.
thing's on. Thanks a lot, Dirk. Because it's cold outside.
Yes, it is.
When we started this show, it was at -2. But don't worry, Dirk. It's a whopping 2 degrees now. We got it back.
Oh boy. Yeah. It's 11 here, but with the wind chill, it's -4. Hooray.
Let the show begin. We're kidding. This is the end of the show.
Yeah. Pretty much. That's it.
Shout out to the OGMCs.
Yes, he can sit next to me now that the Browns lost. Sit with the Bengals and watch the games.
What team do you like, Theodore?
I like the Bengals myself.
There you go.
It's a
Oh,
shame
Theodore.
they lost. Yep. I gotta get me some food. I'm hungry. I need to get a head start on Brandon the Monkey Boy through the fridge.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, I just heard him open your refrigerator. That's
Oh
funny.
boy.
I remember the big sandwiches that he'd make on that show.
I know. That's right.
It'd be taller than him,
I
and then
know.
he'd just like squeeze it together and
And eats it. Same with Eleanor, his counterpart from the Chipettes. Brittany.
Can you think of anybody else to shout out other than those who shout or know about this show in general?
Well, I have to get a shout out to Cheese because he did write in the comments last week about the band he picked.
Mm-hmm.
I saw his comment.
Definitely.
Cheese
And
knows.
that they had to add the Texas because of a trademark thing. That's right.
Yep. He mentioned that. And I imagine that's what Cheese is thinking when he's going to be watching the Detroit Lions tonight.
I hope it's not mother fuck these guys.
Because that.
And then because of Monday morning, it'd be SFL is what they'll be screaming if the Rams win.
Yes, they will.
If not, they'll be going, bring on them Cowboys.
Yeah, how about them Cowboys? But if not, that rant by Chiefs will be glorious on Tits.
Oh, and then Monday, the other Monday game is the final NFC game.
Oh, yeah.
Eagles and Tampa Bay, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep. Got the Bucks winning that one. Even though I was wrong about the Browns, but that's all right.
Yeah, it was really weird yesterday because Brandon was just like instantly like it was still close, and at that time they had each time. I think that's when I sent you no defense.
You're right.
Evidently,
especially for the Browns.
because it was like they'd scored, then they'd scored, they'd scored, then they'd scored,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just like the very beginning of the second quarter. and the Texans went up by only a field goal, and all of a sudden Brandon turns to me and goes, "Oh, this is over. The Texans are winning." I'm like, "Are you sure?" No, Texans are winning. It's like, it's only like 3 points, but
Okay.
I guess.
And then they win 45-14. The Texans, that is.
I guess he was sure.
Yeah. And then we get to see Tom Grassi. His reaction. Yeah, that's it. Hear the car in the background speeding by. Oh.
It must be Binks practicing.
Yep. Oh, I thought that was going to be our ending. That musical beat. Guitar strumming. Yep. There goes Binks again. You trying to tell us something, Binks?
Oh, yeah!